How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to talk to you today about the Evergrande situation. Now, I'm going to keep this short. I'm not going to talk for a long time. I think a lot of people have been liking that, and honestly, it's really early here. You can see it's dark outside. I am traveling here today, but I want to bring this update to you because I think this is important. I want to talk about some things to avoid like the plague, specifically some stocks. And I saw Tom Nash did a video similar to this. I was already thinking about doing this after watching the fallout yesterday and thinking about it for a while. I wanted to talk about it. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification, so that way you get notified right when I post a video. And you can check out the link underneath the video to the Patreon to see exactly when I buy and sell. And I give updates at least twice a day, every day of the week. You can check that out underneath the video. And there are some other links to get some free stuff from BlockFi and Voyager and stuff like that. So I appreciate it. Okay, so what am I talking about? Well, Evergrande is the business that is defaulting on some of its debt. They have $300 billion in debt from 125 different banks or something like that. And it's really gonna cause a crap storm over in Asia. We've already seen it in the Asian markets. We saw it in the US markets yesterday. Everything was down. Now, with that being said, this is gonna have long-term effects, not necessarily in the US, because honestly, we need a slowdown. I mean, if you look back, we have not seen a 5% correction in almost a year. So we needed a little bit of a slowdown. We've been just seeing crazy growth in the indexes specifically, and a lot of stocks, a lot of growth stocks were actually at very high valuations. I told the people in the Patreon yesterday that I was not going out and buying a bunch of stocks yesterday. I bought a few cryptos, just a small amount, but I'm not gonna sit there and, buy a ton of Palantir at $27 after I bought it for $17 3 months earlier. So with that being said, the stocks that I think you really need to avoid at this point, you probably could have put this together, Chinese stocks. The reason I say that is there has been so much fear over Chinese stocks already, from regulation, like with Alibaba, to these companies actually being delisted. We've talked about that many times, to different accounting issues where the accountants aren't being audited. There are too many things going in the negative direction for Chinese stocks, I think, to want to be interested in them. I think there's too much regulation. We've seen that there could be a lot of fallout from this situation with Evergrande. I am not touching Chinese stocks with a 5-foot pole, 10-foot pole, 20-foot pole. Now, I'm not going to say I never will, but at this point, I think there will be a sell-off, and I could see it actually coming over, the money coming over to the US markets. So many people have Alibaba or Li Auto, Neo, and I think these companies will do well over long term, but that's not to say that they won't have a lot of regulation or have a lot of issues in the meantime, a lot of people wanting to sell them and buy US companies just because it's safer, right? So I could see a lot of that happening, and then money actually flooding to the US markets, which would be good for the US over the long term. But of course, we don't know how this is all gonna fall out, but I'm guessing it's not gonna be pretty. Either the country is going to have to bail them out, and it's still gonna hurt because they've wasted a lot of money, or they're not gonna bail them out and they're gonna default on a bunch of debt to 100+ different banks. But let me know your thoughts on this down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, you have to do your own research, make sure that you're getting out at the right time, all that kind of stuff. I have not been buying into Chinese stocks really the last over a year. I haven't bought a Chinese stock, but let me know your opinion on this. Let me know if you're still heavy in Neo or Alibaba, all that stuff underneath the video. I know it is tempting with Alibaba for those sweet PE ratios. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.